Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining me again, doing another video, 3 new beers with Zane. As you can see, I've got my Christmas lights up behind me. I'm pretty psyched for Christmas. I know it's not a great job, but did what I could. So, not doing the IPA theme this time like I thought I would. It kind of occurred to me, probably not everyone is super into IPAs, so I'll probably try and mix it up each week unless I get like specific requests. Yeah, so today I've got 2 beers that I've had before, but I feel like they're pretty interesting, so you guys might want to know about them. Then I have one that I've never had. It's for the 3rd week in a row. We're doing a beer from Omnipolo, which again, the can's pretty cool. It's really the only reason I bought it. It is an Imperial IPA, so really hoppy, higher alcohol content, higher IBUs, which I think I mentioned before is basically how bitter the beer is on a scale from 0 to 100. And then next, Stone, I guess that's pronounced Chocovesa. I don't know. It is an imperial stout with like Mexican hot chocolate flavors in it. I want to say it's got like vanilla, obviously chocolate, cinnamon, cocoa, coffee, peppers, and nutmeg. So sounds delicious. I've actually had that one before, but it's been a while, so we'll see if it's still good, if I remember it correctly. Sometimes they'll tweak the recipes year to year, so it's never exactly the same. They can never, I don't know, replicate the exact taste. Next, we've got a Christmas ale, which, cool fact about this brewery, it is from Anchor Brewing, and that is the brewery that got Sierra Nevada on its feet. Had it not been for Anchor Brewing, Sierra Nevada might not be what it is today. Kind of a neat piece of history there, since now Sierra Nevada, obviously, way bigger deal than Anchor Brewing, but they still make some good beers. I'm sure you've heard of like Anchor Steam, I want to say, but their Christmas is kind of popular as well. Just says 2017, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I want to say it is 6.7%, pretty decent. It kind of tastes to me like an IPA, but we'll get into that later. And then again, I don't think I mentioned, this is from Stone Brewing in Escondido, California. One of my favorite breweries. They do some really, really good stuff. We got some of their bottles in the background. You guys can probably see. So I know what you're thinking, Zane, I thought we told you you need a new bottle opener. Yours is garbage. Well, it holds sentimental value to me. This is the first bottle opener I ever had. Good friend Brian Dorschel gave it to me, so shout out to you, Dorschel. Let's start with the Christmas one, but it doesn't work very well now. Brian, I need a new one. That's pretty cheap. So, busting out the Stella Artois glasses today. I feel like they're pretty underutilized in my collection. And they were free. Cool, so it's actually pretty dark. I know I was saying it kind of reminds me of an IPA, but it's probably just because of the hop flavor. Obviously, it looks nothing like an IPA. It's kind of like, it looks like a winter beer. It smells delicious. It smells really hoppy. And then maybe some, I don't know, kind of like an Oktoberfest beer or Marzen, some bread flavors, biscuity, but definitely right away you can kind of smell that like pretty sharp hop scent. That's excellent. The malt and the hops are just perfect together. One doesn't overpower the other. Like with a lot of IPAs, a lot of people don't like them because they're so one-dimensional. Usually, they're extremely bitter. This, it's just perfectly balanced. Really impressed. I like that a lot. It honestly does not taste as dark as it looks. It's really, really good. I like that a lot. And again, that is the Anchor Brewing Merry Christmas, Happy New Year beer, 2017. They're a West Coast brewery, so I'm not sure if you can find them everywhere, but I know if you live on the West Coast, they're pretty easy to find. All right, next up. Yeah, we'll mix it up in between. Let's go with the stout. Stone makes some amazing beers. A lot of really crazy ones too. Them and Dogfish Head like really push the boundaries of what you can and what you should be adding to beers. They go crazy with it. There's quite a few beers like this that have started to kind of go for that Mexican cake or Mexican hot chocolate flavor. There's a lot of stouts now with like habanero peppers, jalapeno peppers, mixed with cinnamon and vanilla and chocolate. Personally, I'm a big fan of that flavor. To me, that's pretty good. You can see it's almost just as dark as the Christmas beer. The head is a little more tan. Oh wow, that is pretty cool. I wish I could zoom in and show you guys, but there is actual like pepper flakes in this. I'm not kidding. Unless my glass was insanely dirty. I don't think it was. It smells spicy. You know, it's been a long time since I've had this. That is surprisingly spicy. It's almost like just, I don't know, coffee and chili peppers right up front. Really punches you in the nose. That's pretty good. I do like that. Especially for a winter beer. It's really warming. Obviously, it's got chili peppers. That's decent. Decent. Yeah, I like that a lot. So far, two that I've had before, just as good as I remember. I would recommend either of those to anyone. Again, that was Stone. Their Imperial Stout, inspired by Mexican hot chocolate. Next, we'll do the Omni Polo. The first beer was just okay with me. The second one was better. I've actually got another one in the fridge that we'll probably do in a week or two. But so far, it's been all right. I'll give them credit. I like their, I guess, ad campaign or whatever for their labels. All right, Imperial IPA in a can. That might be a first for me. Well, no, I say that, but Oscar Blues has an Imperial IPA, and they only can their beer. But if you ever get a chance, highly recommend Oscar Blues. Two of the stickers I have up above me, 1050 and Goodnight, are both Oscar Blues beers. Definitely my two favorite from that brewery. All right. Yeah, obviously it's significantly lighter, being an IPA. Kind of a peach color. Really pretty. And the head is just pure white. That's neat. Usually don't see that. Like, that is remarkably white. Ooh, okay. It's really floral. You almost get like some coriander smell in that as well. Lemon, citrusy. It smells great. I have high hopes for this beer. it's good. I've had a lot of IPAs. It's not my favorite, but definitely good. I like that. Not every IPA is gonna knock your socks off, but this is a decent IPA. Especially when you consider how high the alcohol content is. It's nothing we haven't seen before, but 8%, it's pretty high up there. And really, you can't even. It's not super noticeable that it's so high. It hides it well. It's got a lot of flavor. If you like citrusy beers, this might be a good one. It's not really light and crisp though. It's a little heavier, but fairly drinkable considering it's an Imperial IPA. Not bad. Alright, so I had to review these. Gonna come up with a new rating system here, just off the top of my head. 1 through 10, that's pretty boring. I'll stick with the 1 through 10, just to give you a reference, because my other rating system is not going to make any sense, most likely. So, let's start with the Lustro by Omnipolo. So, rating it against other IPAs, definitely not bad. Let's do 7.5, which it doesn't sound great, but really when you think about it, that's like a C in school, and C's get degrees. Unless you never went to school like me, then you don't have a degree, but that's okay. So, next, man, that is so cool. You can see the actual, chili in this. That's pretty neat. I never noticed that before, because I just drank out of the bottle, and you're not going to notice that unless you actually pour it clearly. It's so dark, it doesn't allow any light to pass through it. That's good. I feel like that's going to be a beer that, as it warms a little bit, it's probably going to get even better to a certain point. Obviously, you don't want to drink at room temperature. That's crazy business. Let's see. We'll do it against other stouts. There's not too many of that variety, or of the Mexican chocolate variety, but do 7.9. It's pretty good. I liked it. Obviously, due to its flavor and high alcohol content, you're not going to want to drink too many. It's 8.1%, so just a little bit higher than the Imperial IPA. Let's see. Oh, and oh yeah, for my other rating system, completely forgot. The Lustro, that is probably 3.5 Morgan Freemans. I feel like that's pretty fair when you take into consideration, Morgan Freeman and its rating I just gave it. I feel like that's pretty fair. And then this one again, I already drank it. It's so good, I'm just trying to drink it again. Let's do 6 Jack Blacks. Yeah, that's how much I liked it. And then again, ooh, the Christmas beer. Forgot. Really good stuff with that. That's going to be my favorite out of the 3 today, easily. I gotta go with 8.7. Pretty good. I know that's fairly high up there, but I think it deserves it. Or -10 Kristen Stewart. That's more than fair. Take another sip.
Yeah, because she's a terrible actress.
Cool. All right. Well, thanks for joining me today. Remember, I'll try and take requests for any beers that you'd like to have drank. I'm gonna start updating these at the end of the video, I'll probably just finish one or two of these, and then I'll kind of give a re-evaluation after I've drank the whole thing, after it's had time to warm, and then we might tweak the score from there.
So I just finished all three of the beers, and I gotta say, they were all three basically where I graded them. Pretty impressed, but you know what's even better than that? This turkey leg that I just made. Not my cat.